we are going to start getting ready for Pride and Prejudice, and this is a get ready with me video. So, I've washed my hair. When I wash my hair, I only wash it with shampoo. This happened because when I was in my curly hair journey back to my curls, what I would do is I'd wash my hair with shampoo, conditioner, and then I'd wash the conditioner out, and then I'd put extra conditioner in, sleep on that conditioner, and then wash it out the next day. And then when my curls finally came back, I'm like, why am I rinsing out conditioner if I'm just putting more in to hold on to? Like, it just didn't make sense. So I only wash it with shampoo in the shower. Then I bring a conditioner or a deep conditioner out of the shower. And I am using for that the SheaMoisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Treatment Mask with shea butter, peppermint, and apple cider vinegar. And this is what I use. It's either this or the Naughty Hair Care like jug thing. I haven't seen that around in stores, so I've switched to this, and this is also fantastic. I know it's a mask, but like I don't really care. My hair's curly, my hair wants moisture, so this is what we use. So I'm essentially going to separate my hair in sections, do this first, and then I'm gonna put my mousse in. And my mousse is the Flawless Curls Moisturizing Mousse from Tresemme. I know girls with really curly hair tend to do gel. I like mousse. It's a preference thing, right? You don't have to do what I do, and you don't have to do what other people do. You do what you want. And before mousse, I used to just put a hell of a lot of conditioner in my hair and go. But now I put this together, and on like second, third day curls, when they need a little oomph, I'll re-wet my hair and I'll put this in, which I love. It's a breath of fresh air, leave-in conditioner and hair refresher. But I'm out, so I'm gonna have to buy another one of these. Let's start doing this hair. I said this on camera before, but I don't really care that my hair ends up looking white like this, because I know my hair needs a lot of moisture, and all of this is going to disappear when my hair is fully dry. So I'm just going to let it sit like this. But while it sits, we're going to do our makeup. So we gotta get this on. And my makeup for this show is essentially what I do for every day. Because I serve, I feel like this might be silly, but like I feel like when I'm a server, no one wants to see like my bare face. Like I have dark circles, not saying that they're a problem, but like I feel like pretty people get the tips. So when I'm lazy, this is the face I do for work. So I do it for this show as well because it's light. You know, Mary has some color on her face, and I mean, I do a couple of things that are like different to make sure that the makeup lasts, but you know, this is what I do for when I need to just put some makeup on and I don't want to. So it's quick and easy, and now it's become my everyday because it's really cute and flattering for my face. So right now I'm just putting on some primer. This is NYX Bear With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. Honestly, this thing is so hydrating. And what I use to moisturize my face when I got out of the shower is Hydrating Milky Mix by Pixie. I like the milk one. I don't like any of the other tonics. Ooh, controversy. And I use the Bliss Super Rich Moisturizer for Dewy Radiant Skin. That's my moisturizer. I love this stuff. It's like the Pond's cream, but not as sticky, which I like. So this is on my face. Now we are going to go into foundation. Let's wet my sponge. And now we're gonna use Born to Glow by NYX. I use a slightly darker shade, but when I put my concealer on and I put my powder on, it all matches, so I don't really care. So I use my color, or my shade darker than my actual color is soft beige, which means I should probably be getting beige. But I feel like if I got beige, got the right concealer, used my same powder, I would still be a little bit lighter. So I like this one. And for so long I was mixing my color with this same brand but in vanilla, and I've been using like a contour cream to just get to my color, but which is what made me realize that I kind of like this darker shade. Actually though, if you look at it, it's not that much different than my skin tone. We're just gonna dot this around. Once my hair dries, I'm gonna put some, what's it called? I'm gonna put some oil in it, but I'm running out of oil, so sometimes I forget. But just in case I forget to show it, once my hair fully dries, like I mean fully dries, because I've done it when it's damp and then my hair gets frizzy, I start like kind of combing my fingers out to loosen the curls, because it's all in that beautiful moisturized conditioner goodness. So it needs to just be like combed through, but not with a comb, with your fingers, nice and loose. Let's blend this. Okay, so like I said, it's definitely darker. I mean, it's not that dark. Now that I look at it, it's basically the same color as my skin, but my under eyes are so dark that I guess it looks darker. I don't know, man. There's so much hair in my face. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I love NYX, if you couldn't tell. Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I'm gonna do, I know this isn't in, but I really don't care. I'm gonna put it under my eye, because I got these beautiful dark circles. And I'm gonna put some right here, just to kind of balance my face. Put some on my forehead, and put some right here. And I would say that's a pretty balanced look, right? Brightness in the center. And then I'm gonna take my NYX Radiant Finish setting spray. I'm gonna spray my beauty blender, and then I'm going to blend it out with the setting spray on the beauty blender. And I like this because my eyes don't crease as much. I still have to spray at the end, because yesterday I noticed that I was sweating so much that my makeup was running. The show is outdoors, so we definitely need to spray up. Let's do this. So now that I'm balanced out with my concealer, you can see my skin is starting to get closer to the foundation. It's not that dark. I'm just being obnoxious because I can see how it's darker than my skin tone, but it's all good. So this is good. We're here now. Now I'm going to take, and like, okay, I still have to powder, but like, do you see my eyes? They're not as creased as they would be once I put on concealer, which is why I like putting the setting spray on my powder, on my sponge. What major difference. Now we're gonna take the Airspun loose powder in the shade Honey Beige. And I'm going to take a brush, any brush will do. Well, not any brush, but either fluffy or foundation brush is what I usually use. And I'm going to blend my eyeballs again, because knowing them, they've creased at some point throughout this. I'm going to take a little bit, tap off the excess, and I'm going to swirl, big swirl, small swirls, until I get like this side of my face, if that makes sense. And then we're going to do the same over here. Okay, so I've powdered my whole face. And normally I would just do my eyes, but can you see that my skin is now the right shade? We are matched. We are matched, ladies and gentlemen. So now we're going to do our eyebrows. And my eyebrows take the longest, I'm not gonna lie. So what I take is a Revlon Color Stay in the shade Dark Brown. And it's a little crayon. And I'm gonna shape my eyebrows. Now, I've trimmed a lot of the edge, so there's not much arch, which is fine, I don't really mind that. But this is literally just playing and coloring and erasing and coloring and erasing a couple of times. So I'm gonna time lapse this. But I have concealer on one hand, and then I take a little tiny brush like this, and I'll fix it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw my eyebrows like crazy first, and then we're gonna go back and forth with these two. We have some eyebrows. They're a little dark. I definitely got a little heavy-handed. But I can always brush them out. They look slightly crooked, but my brain just might be playing tricks on me. So to combat that, I'm just gonna brush the fronts out a lot. So, oop, took off some color. It's the tricky thing about these crayons. I over tweeze the ends of my eyebrows to the point that they're straighter than what they would. I'm pretty sure my eyebrow ends over here and I tweeze them up here. But tweezing them has made it so much harder to like make sure that they're even when I color them in. So don't mess with your eyebrow shape too much, kids. If you saw me blotting with a napkin, that's to take off. Look at my eyebrows. It looks like a bird. Also, Mary is a dark sister, but I wanted to do her more accurate. Excuse me, I got hiccups to the time. And that's not true because my makeup is very modern, but instead of putting on heavy eyeliner, I figured I would just use my facial expressions to show how Mary is. So a lot of times I'm like this. You know, just a creepy smile. So anyways, I'm gonna take one of the most outdated palettes, Naked 3. I have one. And I'm gonna take the color Trick, which is this rose, perfect rose gold color. And I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, brush it in Trick, and I'm gonna brush it on my eyes until I see color. So we're just brushing it all over the eyeball, inward, outward, sweeping in the crease, out the crease. I want this everywhere on this lid. Does anybody know where the term chef's kiss comes from? Leave it in the comments down below so I can figure it out, because why do we say chef's kiss? Oh, wait. I know why we say chef's kiss. I want to know why chefs go. That's what I want to know. Don't tell me what chef's kiss means. I mean, why do chefs, whatever. Is that a famous chef and I'm just forgetting? All right, now I'm going to take a mix of Liar, Factory, and Mugshot, which are more shimmer colors. They're just on the darker end, so Liar, Factory, Mugshot. And I'm just going to dust them into each thing. And then I'm going to take the outer corner. See, this is very old-fashioned, this look. Like, I'm doing the outer corners of my eyes. I'm using Makeup 3. I don't really care though. And then I'm gonna dust the rest into the rest of the crease, but that's after all the color's been used. Mostly at the back end of my eyeball. And I'm gonna kind of just clean up with my fingers. I feel it in my fingers. Feel it in my toes. If you know what that is. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Then I'm gonna take the color Lunar, which is the basic brown, no shimmer, right in the middle of the palette. Same fluffy brush. Yeah, guys. I'm one of those girls. I don't care. Alright. And I'm gonna contour my nose. Make sure that the contour goes up the nose and kind of into the eyeball like this. That's what makes it look natural. Smudge, 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 smudge. Is there a contouring after I saw my family contour? I just love her little nose. It's so cute. Okay. We've contoured the nose. It's a little too much, so I'm gonna take off the rest of the color. And now I'm just taking this. Actually, what I do to get rid of the color is I take my sponge. And it's so big that I'm scared I'm gonna mess up the rest of my makeup, but it's so much better. Do you see that? It really took off most of it. She's here! She's here! Everyone, she's here! Alright, now I'm gonna take the shade. What is this? I have to. I just took off the name by smudging too hard. Oh well. It's this pink one next to the white. Take that, and that's my highlight. And put it on other places. I will sweat more in this show. Inner corner, duh. It's funny, every time I touch the inner corner of my eye, I'm like, oh, I still have sleepies in my eyeballs. Now I'm going to take Maybelline Line Stiletto in black. This is very dried out. And we're just going to line the very outside of my eyeball. I will show you. So we're lining this. And then we're not going to even do that. That's too much time, too much effort. We're just going to connect it on the back end. Beautiful. Now you're probably like, Lisa, that looks so undone. Because you can see the difference between my lid and my freaking liner. I will show you how we fix it. Trust. Do it again. This is also a really good trick for hooded eyes, because if you do eyeliner on the lid, it's gonna be most of your lid. So, and I never used to swear by this, but this is so much easier and it's so much faster. Okay, one is bigger than the other. But it's not that big of a deal because it's only the end of the eye. The rest will be so even, I promise. Then I'm going to take Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. And we're going to do our eyelashes. Now, when you coat your eyelashes with this mascara, or any mascara, your tight line also gets coated, which is gonna create the line of your eyeliner, or your fake eyeliner. And as long as that's coated, it's gonna connect. Look at that. I feel like it's magic. It's gonna connect to the line you made. That's not in your tight line. That's not in your tight line. Look at that. Look at the difference. Look, and my eyeball's not like this, right? Like, and it looks fully made. We do a light dusting at the bottom. Oh, hot. She's hot. And you just have to keep going at the base of your eyeball. And as you can see, it's a little broken up in this area, so I'm just trying to get it at the base more here. So it adds to the liner effect. Beautiful. Look at that. And I don't have eyeliner on. It's so, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Blush. Blush, blush, blush. We're using Unstoppable from this. I'm sorry, it's so dirty, it's so old, and it's so gross, but it's the only blush I wear because I never buy blush. And then I put some on my nose. Cute. I'm gonna take my sponge. If I put too much on, dab it off. And then I get to the theater and I put my lipstick on for Miss Mary quite contrary. And that is my face. When we get to the theater, we're gonna look chef's kiss. This show, because it's a cross between kind of old-fashioned. Yeah, it's. And I've completely changed who I want to audition for too. I don't want the lead anymore. She's too weird. Plus, I'm not thin enough to play her.
Oh my god, Puck visited camp today. He was a part of our lore today. Nice. So the guy playing Puck, he called himself Rob Goodman. And then was like, my parents, Queen Mab. And obviously, no kid got it except for some of us. Except this one kid, he's like 7. He was like, you mean Puck? And he was like, yeah, that's my name, Peabody. And was going around, yeah. And then this kid was like 7 and just going off about Midsummer. And I was like, oh shit. I never would have expected this child to like know that.
When I used to teach, there was a kid who knew the Phantom of the Opera on the piano. He was like 6, and he'd be like, I know how to play, Miss Lisa.
Did a whole bunch of like reality TV show games, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
This kid's 10. Beatbox 3 different melodies at the same time, along with like drops, like straight up like professional beatboxing.
They've got to have cool parents.
And then he was like, yeah, I can play 4 instruments. I've been doing it for 7 years. I was like, since you were 3? He was like, yeah.
Wow.
I was like, damn. I wish I had money.
But yeah, no, your boss, I met when she played Puck.
Oh, Sarah Ryan. Oh, Sarah Ryan.
And now I'm playing Puck.
There'll be.
Puck is fun.
So funny. Yeah, no, I literally just last May. But you know what, we're doing it again.
I saw a show where there were 11 different Pucks. So sometimes
I saw that at the Globe. It was weird. I did not like it.
It was weird.
The production I saw of Midsummer at the Globe was actually bad. I was so disappointed. I also was behind that stupid pole
My roommate,
the whole time.
My roommate